Good afternoon. This is Jimmy Charles here. Today we're going to talk about how to become a smart trader. Number one, you have to know how to protect your capital. Let's say you have $1,000 and you want to invest it in the forex market, right? So the best thing to do that you don't want to go into the market and say, well, I have $1,000, I want to lose hit $100 of it, like in the next 2 days. You don't want to do that. So the best way not to lose $1,000 or whatever amount you're willing to put in the market is to know how to manage your risk. Because risk management is the most important thing if you were to ask me in the market as far as a retail trader or even if you're a professional trader. The reason is because you don't want to lose money, right? You come into the market to make money and to be profitable. So the best way to do that, you have to know how to preserve your capital, and you do that by having a great risk management system. Let's say you have $1,000, and to me, what I would advise someone to do is to risk between 1% to up to 3% per trade of that account. Because the reason you do that is because you don't want to go into a trade risking 60% of the account, knowing that it's easier for you. So that's why you heard people like 90% of traders lose money because they don't have a proper risk management. And number two, you have to take what the market gives you. I know people talk about fundamental analysis, technical analysis. All these are important, but to me, the main thing really is to be able to understand the driving force of the market and to position yourself to be successful with what the market gives you. Let's say you have a uptrend. So it's not a good thing to trade against that trend because the momentum of the market is up. And also you have a ranging market. So and then in the ranging market, you're thinking the market may break up or down. The key is you have to wait for that breakout or for that reversal that you really don't know. Nobody knows what the market is going to do, but you can position yourself to be profitable. The best way to be profitable and not to lose your main investment or your main capital is to position yourself where the market is going. Number three, you really have, not in order for you to become a smart trader, you not only have to know how to protect your main capital and also understanding what the market is giving you by going with the flow of the market, but you also have to plan your trade before that. The key planning your trade and trade your plan is because you will have to have a proper risk management ahead of time, and you have to have a target, a price target as far as how much you're willing to lose and how much you're going to gain. So your risk reward ratio has to be determined before you actually put the trade into the computer, so that you know exactly how much you're willing to lose, how much you're going to trade in that specific, how much you're going to make in that specific trade. And number four, you also have to practice. The key to any success in life, and especially trading or let's say a sport, for instance, basketball. If you see like a great player, for instance, Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, the reason why they are so good is not because they are talented. Of course, the talent comes into play, but they are very steady when it comes to practice, when it comes to that diet regimen, and when it comes to what it takes to be successful. People only see the production on the court, but the most important thing they've done is off the court as far as the type of treatment they get, the nutrient, what they're putting into the body, and how much time they put aside to work out. It's the same thing with trading. You have to practice, not only when you're trading or when you're planning your trade and trade your plan, but you can also keep doing that on demo because the market tends to repeat itself. Certain pairs you trade, you can see a setup over and over, but you won't be able to do it if you're actually not doing the work. So also, one of one of the other points that I want to talk about is in order for you to be a smart trader and a profitable trader, you have to know how to keep your winners. And the best way to keep your winners is not to give it back to the market. So, for instance, let's say your goal for the day is to make $20. So if you reach that goal, just close the computer, go do something else, or you can go back to paper trading, and that will give you a discipline not to give the market back what you earn from it. That happens to me so many times before, but I think that one of the ways I was able to correct that is to just did what I just told you, make $20 and close the computer or do something else in order for me not to give that money back. So number one, for you to become a smart trader, you have to know what the market gives you, and you have to go into the direction of that market. And you have to also have a plan and plan your trend and trade your plan before you actually place the trade. And you also have to practice. Practice makes perfect in anything. And you also have to keep your winners and not give it back to the market. Um, that was everything that I had to do for you today. I hope you learned something from it, and don't forget to subscribe and like. And